So, Jivey here, coming at you with Rage Gaming. Now, I was supposed to release this video yesterday, but I did not have the time to do it, and it is very late on a Saturday, so I do apologize, but I just want to go over this week at Bungie, and it says both a blessing and a curse. And Bungie's announcing the DLC Expansion 1 content, which is going to be the Curse of Osiris. And there is a trailer, which I did watch the trailer and was pretty excited about it. I'm going to leave the link in the description box below for the article that I'm referring to, and they also have a link to the DLC trailer if you want to watch it yourself. But there's going to be 3 more live streamings of where Bungie's going to talk about the different stuff that's related to the expansion and what we're going to get. They've already talked a little bit about the Iron Banner new armor coming out in Season 2, as well as the Dawning, which they're doing a new thing where they're switching with seasons and changing up everything. So that's definitely going to be a little bit different than originally what happened in Destiny 1. But the DLC is releasing in December 2, just like Destiny 1. The 3 different times Bungie is going to be airing live is going to be 11 a.m. Pacific time, Wednesday, November 15th. And in this one, we're going to learn about the places that we can play, the characters that we're going to meet, and who our enemies are going to be fighting against. The next one, streaming 2, new ways to play. This is 11 a.m. Pacific time, Tuesday, November 21st. And this is going to show us the new activities and challenges that our fire team is going to be able to do, as well as ourselves. The last one is new gear to earn. This is 11 a.m. Pacific time, Wednesday, November 29th. And this is where we're going to be able to see the new inventories, basically new armor stats and everything. We're also going to be able to get a little insight on the new Crucible map that is supposed to be coming out. So yeah, basically we're going to get a lot of live streamings from here. I am going to try to cover the live streamings as much as I can about what the content was about. I did do TwitchCon's live streaming and talked a little bit about what was going on in that one. So if I can remember, I will do my best to show you those ones too. The next thing that Bungie wanted to announce was the faction rallies. They're going to be November 7th through the 13th. This is the next one before Season 2. Last time Dead Orbit won, and I don't know, Bungie thinks that there may be a chance for another faction to win, but honestly, I don't know because of the amount of people that did pledge to Dead Orbit. But I had 1 to Dead Orbit, or no, I had 1 to Future War Call and 1 to New Monarchy because my 3rd character was not leveled up yet. So I'm still going to pledge like 1 to each, but it's kind of interesting to see how the leveling is going to be now that people know that if they're playing from a different faction other than Dead Orbit, they have to step it up. But yeah, that's definitely going to be a little different, but they, Bungie states that they also tweaked a little few things that are going to be different from the original Faction Wars. It says the strikes are now going to reward faction tokens, which will be between 5 and 9 tokens, which was originally we got 3 to 7 tokens, and now we're going to get 5 to 9 tokens for strikes. So this will basically anticipate more people to play and to collect more tokens because you're going to get them faster and be able to get your gear faster. Because I know when I played, I grinded massively for New Monarchy because that was my main player as my hunter, and I got everything but the legs. And it's kind of disappointing for me because I wanted to switch it up and play a different faction this time for my hunter in order to get different gear and everything. So it's kind of disappointing that I didn't get the 1 leg set. So I don't know if that's going to affect anything and how we're going to get the packages, and if we're going to still have that 1 piece that's missing, because I did notice a lot of other Guardians the day after when Faction Wars were ended. A lot of the Guardians were wearing their armor sets and they were missing just 1 piece of the armor set. So I'm kind of getting the feeling this is Bungie's way of trying to get you to replay for the same faction you've already played for. But me personally, I am probably going to do Future War Cult next for my hunter, and then just kind of switch it up and make sure that each faction has a different character for my gameplay. It also says that the Nightfall is going to now reward 10 to 18 tokens on the first completion.
I'm sorry, painted it what now?
And with the strikes, it was for every completion. You will see anywhere from 5 to 9 tokens, so it's not just like the Nightfall where you can do it once. But with the Nightfall, it is going to be one time you get between 10 to 18 faction tokens. So if you are someone that does the Nightfall, that is definitely very rewarding. I personally do not do the Nightfall because I don't have the ample amount of fire team people to play with, nor do I have PlayStation Plus at the moment. It also says completing heroic events will now give us 5, which originally it was at 8, so that's kind of disappointing for me because I do the heroic public events as much as possible. Like, the heroic public events are one of my favorite. Even if I know I can't complete it on my own, I feel the need to make it heroic because of the fact I know how to make it heroic. But this is kind of disappointing for me that now it's going to be down because, like I said, like, I'm not a huge... I mean, I do strikes, but I don't do the Nightfall. So this is kind of like Bungie's way of pushing people to do the Nightfall and to do the strikes more than the public events, which is not exactly fair for the people like me that can't do the Nightfall with team members, and I can't do the strikes. Like, it's a little different when you play with your own team rather than playing the strikes alone. So that's definitely a little disappointing that it is going to lower the public events, because normally what I do is I go do my flashpoint first out of anything out of the day, and I kind of like the double rewarding system and how my flashpoint will also give me tokens during the faction wars. But it's definitely going to be, it's not like a huge decrease, but it's definitely a little decrease. And now it says destroying enemies' resources no longer rewards faction tokens. So that's also a little bit disappointing. And now it says that for each member of the fire team, you will receive 3 tokens for looting a lost sector. So I think this is a push to get more people to explore in the real world, which is at the same time kind of a little off to put it like that because of the fact that they did lower the heroic public events. What else is there?
Look for control panels. Wait, let me guess.
Yeah, so basically what I was talking about, Bungie wants the strikes to feel more worthy, like you deserve this because you went through the strike. On top of the different token system for the faction, Bungie also added a set of new weapons for each faction, so if that's something you were interested in. It doesn't say anything about the armor. Yeah, from what I'm seeing, there is no armor change, so there will still be the same armor for this faction rally. I don't know about in the future, but there is a new set of weapons. So if you've already gotten the weapons, like I know personally, I got all the new Marniki weapons for my hunter. So now they're offering you new weapons. I am going to leave a link to this, so if you wanted to go look at the weapons, you can do that. But like I said, each faction has its new own set of new weapons. And just like last time, there's going to be the same thing where it's going to be only the winning faction will be selling its weapon, which was a little disappointment for me. But this time, the new monarchy, you're going to be fighting for the new monarchy sword. The future war call will be the future war call fusion rifle, and the dead orbit's going to be a grenade launcher. So I am slightly disappointed that they're not going to be allowing us to buy all 3 weapons. Because like I said, like I was really anticipating that would be something we could do, and I was greatly disappointed to find out that only Dead Orbit was selling theirs. I was under the impression that we'd have to buy the other ones for 50,000 because they were the losing team. But this is kind of playing me a little bit because of the fact that I do really want that new monarchy sword. But at the same time, I really don't feel that new monarchy is gonna win. I still feel like with the amount of landslide there was with Dead Orbit, the Dead Orbit's most likely still going to be the winning faction. The Bungie Bounty is back again, and this time it's going to be on Xbox One. If you're an Xbox One player, you can look at the website in the link description box to see what time they'll be playing. Anyone that wins will receive an emblem. It's going to be sheet snaps going along with a Bungie fire team. And it says PC players look alive because Bungie's coming to your console next. Or excuse me, your platform. Bungie also talks about a lot of the fixes they've been doing to PC and how they're trying to make PC just as good as the console games. They also talked a little bit about what they're going to do about the resetting for the change in daylight savings time, because that is tonight. Also, they were doing a movie of the week weekly thing where they like view their favorite movies and everything. And there was supposed to be a prize of an emblem, but for some reason the emblems were not given to the winning people. If you would like an emblem, now's your chance to submit a video to Bungie. But like I said, the emblems were not originally dropping, but Bungie feels that they have fixed this problem so that the winning people can now get their emblems. And it also shows you the movie of the week, who won this week for the movie of the week.
We're here. End of the line.
And also, Trials of 9 is now launched and PC. This is the first time that they've been able to play it, and they're going to be playing it as well. And basically, like the normal close, Bungie talks about they're going to be talking a lot more about the Curse of Osiris and what to expect in Season 2, and it begins on December 5th. In the meantime, they're going to keep monitoring and having conversations about upcoming content. But like I said, the Season 2 is changing in December, so that's definitely something different. So now we have an actual set date of when it's going to happen, because like if you watched my TwitchCon video about what happened at TwitchCon, they did leave that out of when Season 2 was going to switch over, and everyone was very interested to know when it was going to happen, because everything changes then. So this is your opportunity. Basically, you have 1 month left to collect everything that you want to collect before the seasons change, and nothing will no longer be available. So like I said, it switches on December 5th. Other than that, that's all I have to say today. See you later.